Hello, NwordBoi. So, this is gonna be my one and only and final response video to you ever. So, listen up good, little man, because it's about to get good.
That's a fucking lie, you dumb hooker.
Welcome back to the Cyraxx Deep Dive series here on the Swamp Dweller Live channel. Of course, we're back at it here with good old Chancey Poo freaking out and ranting on the internet, trying to throw his goblin delusions out there, his goblin lies if you will, to gaslight and convince anybody to join his side. As long as good old Sheriff Uncle Swampy D is here, I ain't gonna let none of these goblin lies get through your ears and hurt your little brains. Cyraxx is on a tear. As we saw in the last episode, he has been going after William Gloryhole and NwordBoi. These are two very innocent men. They're doing the Lord's work out here, keeping the internet safe for people like you, for people like me, and more importantly, the youth. So let's see what slanderous Cyraxx comments has today.
I've seen your little post about me supposedly committing crimes of sexual deviance. And it's true, I have in the past done that. But there was a reason behind it. See, the reason I did all that was because law enforcement failed. They failed to go after the proper people, which is you and all your little friends.
Oh, you know, it's cool. The only reason Cyraxx went after all of these people, showed his peen online, sent his wiener to people he thought were 14 or younger, was because the police didn't do their jobs. That's why he's in this predicament. Of course. Continue to enlighten us here, Chance.
And see, when the police found out about this, they could have arrested me. They actually could have. But because they were so understanding of the situation, they gave me a warning and told me not to do it again. Which I have gladly obliged. I have not done it since. But knowing you, you're gonna try to make it look like I'm doing it again. But really, I'm not.
Gotta fact check good old Chancey Poo here. Of course the police arrested you. There's footage all over it. It's one of the biggest moments of Cyraxx lore. The amount of times that the police have been to your house over the last few years is insane. So insane that they have given you advice after advice after advice, to the point now that they don't even show up anymore, and if they do, they're so annoyed that they have to be there that they quite literally just ask if you're alive. And if that little dilapidated lung is unfortunately pumping air into that body, they just walk away without even caring. But yeah, sure, they're just letting you get away with it, Cyraxx. At this point, you've been labeled as a 43, so of course the police are just gonna walk away and not deal with you. You're mentally ill, buddy.
That's just your little fucking twisted, fucked up fantasy, bro. And it's kind of funny and hypocritical that you sit there and say that I'm committing sexual acts when you yourself are a pedophile. You're literally in college dating somebody who's a teenager in high school. But yet you say I'm a pedophile?
Ah, the classic, oh, I'm just gonna say you're doing it since you're saying I'm doing it. Deflection at its finest. 200 IQ, Cyraxx, truly. Somehow, someway, Cyraxx has found a way to record himself and complain online. That's really what makes him different from most of these other people. If you were to brick all his Xboxes, all his PCs, all his hard drives, most people would be like, oh, damn, I guess I'll just take a break or whatever, you know? Not Cyraxx, no. He somehow finds Ed's phone, finds Sally's old spare Kindle, and finds a way to record himself and talk trash to whoever and whatever online. But yet NwordBoi, William Gloryhole, and everybody else who happens to be against you are the ones that are apparently causing and having all of these, are apparently the ones causing all of these terrible and unfortunate things to happen to you.
That's pretty hypocritical and funny and ironic and rich, coming from a stupid motherfucker out of Oklahoma who is clearly dating an underage female in high school. So, tell me again how I'm the pedophile when you're the one that's dating somebody who's underage while you're in college and running 2 YouTube channels and a drone production company. for making drones. So how am I the bad guy here?
Oh, Cyraxx, seems like you're very much missing the mark here, but you know, it is what it is, my friend. Let's play into the delusion and the goblin lie here for a second. Let's give him a benefit of the doubt for just a second here. Let's say, you know, NwordBoi was in Oklahoma with this drone production company in college, doing whatever you're saying he's doing. Where's the proof that his girlfriend is in high school? Where's the proof, Cyraxx? Show us. Because when NwordBoi or Willie G come at you, they always have some sort of proof. Whether or not you want to say it's real or edited, whatever, at least they have something tangible. You're just making accusations on a video, so guess we'll take that for what it is.
Clearly, you're the one that has issues. So, you can run your mouth all you want, bruh. At the end of the day, the real criminals here are you and all your little fuck buddy friends. So, fuck you, NwordBoi. Like I said, man, the police gave me a warning, and I've happily obliged by that warning and have not done such things ever since. Even though you're gonna try to make it look that way, everybody knows the real truth. So you may as well not even try it, bro, because everybody knows the real truth. We all know what's actually going on, so don't even fucking bother. You may as well sit there in your little pampered shit-filled fucking diaper and shut the fuck up.
Man, you know Cyraxx is sitting there in his grandmother's attic, just absolutely giddy after he records this. Yeah, I really showed them. It's not me, it's you. You're the loser. Loser. As he looks around and he's just in this really dirty room that has holes all through the walls, rats jumping around, roaches crawling on his food plates that he's left there all week. Yeah, Cyraxx, you really showed them. You really got them, man. The police are definitely on your side. You really, really showed them.
Ah, William. You still haven't figured it out yet, have you, buddy? See, you think you're untouchable, but you're not. You think that you're going to stop me from being on Xbox as long as you're alive. Those were your words in your latest post. Or one of your latest posts, I should say. But see, what you don't realize is all your crimes that you've committed against me over the last few months are soon going to come back around to bite you in the ass.
Now let me remind you folk here in the swamp at 339, this is a 35-year-old man arguing with Willie G online about having access to his Xbox account. Imagine being a grown man who should have his own home, his own apartment, anything, his own car, his own anything really, but he doesn't. He doesn't own anything, no computers, no Xboxes, nothing. All because he has to report to his master Willie G and his lackey NwordBoi. Feels bad, Cyraxx. Feels bad. But let's continue to hear him threaten good old Willie G here.
And you will be arrested. And you want to know why you will be arrested? Let me name off every single crime that you committed against me in the last 2 months. And not just against me, but other people as well. Starting off with number 1. Over $2,000 in property damages to me, including 2 Xboxes, 2 computers, and 2 hard drives. Adding up to a grand total of $2,900 in property damages.
So that was a fucking lie.
Crime number 2.
Honestly, the Akron PD should present William Gloryhole, Esquire III, the true gentleman that he is, with an award for hunting down goblins and keeping this PDF off the internet and away from all the children in Woman. Truly, I don't know why Cyraxx is so angry. I'm just kidding, I understand. Cyraxx is just mad because he can't smack his pud and send pictures unsolicited to random people he thinks are teenagers or just unsuspecting women online. It doesn't matter which one it is, Cyraxx, it's still deviant, and it's still victimizing people. Anyways, let's move on, because nobody really cares about what Cyraxx is saying.
Now this one's a good one, and this one ain't even about me, this is about somebody else. You having Kira's new little boyfriend who's a troll of yours secretly record a sex tape of Kira without her knowledge or consent, and then you then had her boyfriend send you the video so you can sit there and blackmail them with it. And you also went against YouTube's terms of services by boasting about how that video was for sale on YouTube. You went around on your YouTube channel, which I have full video coverage of. I have the original post and everything on video in real time. You talking about how that video's for for sale over on certain porn sites.
You know, Cyraxx, the only person that can claim Kira is a victim of a crime is Kira herself. I mean, she hasn't reported any of this stuff. I don't see her complaining about them big old checks he's been getting from Willie Gloryhole's OnlyFans. Like I said in the last video, he's done more for Kira than you've done ever. Gave her a career. Helped her maintain that career. Quality controlled the goblin right out of her life. Even being with the meth head perked out boy that she's with now is 100 times better than being with a PDF goblin.
Crime number 3. Pretending to be a Microsoft account worker. Pretending to be a staff member of Microsoft themselves. Also, you can obtain my personal information, my Xbox account, which I will be getting back from Microsoft very soon because I will be working with Microsoft and the police to make sure that you get arrested for that. That right there, they're gonna be charging you with, not me.
Good thing old Cyraxx is out here on the internet making sure Willie G doesn't get away with all these crimes. What would Microsoft ever do without old Chance Wilkins here to make sure he holds everybody else accountable for his own actions? Now, while sure, maybe somebody did impersonate a Microsoft IT agent, but here's the thing, Cyraxx, you still did everything several times even after having suspicions. So, how much at fault can anybody really be when you yourself voluntarily bricked your PC, bricked your Xbox, twice by the way, destroyed both of your hard drives? Cyraxx, it's all in video, you did this, nobody else.
Crime number 4, and this is the best one of all. This one is going to lock you away for a long time for what you've done. Tampering with mail, which is a federal crime. That is government level stuff. Attacking my friends, having packages rerouted to Marty and to other people, tampering with my mail, my family's mail. That is a federal crime, my dude.
I think everybody but Cyraxx understands the laws around the mail. Now, yeah, it can be a federal offense to mess with people's mail, intercept their mail, mess with their mailboxes, etc. But Cyraxx has no idea how any of that works, so of course we're just gonna continue to ignore that, because he's just saying it to deflect.
That is federal level crime. Because mail, if you did not know, all mail goes through government. Postal service is a government service. Therefore, you are fucking with federal crimes on that level. Not to mention all the DDoS attacks that you've done to me. All my friends that you have threatened who have tried to help me. And every time you sit there and say that I'm talking to a kid, we all know that I'm not. You're just trying to drive your fucking narrative, which that won't play into anything in the long run. But dude, what you need to realize, William, is this, is that all your crimes are gonna come right back around and bite you in the fucking ass. Now, here's another really good one that is gonna get you in big trouble. Forging my name on a fake legal document saying that I'm a paid actor and I'm a paid artist on your label. I don't know you. I don't want nothing to do with your fucking shitty label, son.
I can't be the only one who finds it incredibly ironic that Cyraxx says he doesn't know you, but yet he can claim that he knows every single illegal act you've ever done, whether it was against him, other people, etc., etc. Cyraxx can't keep his story straight, that's why no judge, no jury, and no police will ever take him serious. It truly is humorous in the pot calling the kettle black, with Cyraxx saying, all your crimes are gonna come back to bite you in the ass, and eventually, Cyraxx, they will come to bite you right in the ass.
And we all know that your label is fake. You use that label to set it up so that you and your little pedophile best friend NwordBoi, who by the way is dating a fucking high schooler while he's in college, which makes him a certified fucking pedophile, y'all set that label up also you can steal all my music so you can make money off me and I can't make shit. And every time I go to get your ass for a copyright claim, you make up some garbage ass bullshit saying, oh, he's a paid actor. No, the fuck I'm not. You're just doing that because you want to spin your fucking narrative, son.
Alright everyone, say the word of the day. It's narrative. Cyraxx learned what the word narrative is, and he said it about 500 times this video, and he'll probably say it another 500. Because he feels like it makes him smart, he feels like his IQ's a little higher. Maybe it looks like he knows what he's saying a little bit more to the audience at large. But Cyraxx, just take a look in the mirror. Nobody's gonna take what you're saying serious. Your scabs are quite literally getting worse by the day. You got less teeth than you did yesterday. Just shave that hair already, buddy. It's just far too late to save it. Anyways, let's see what else Cyraxx has to say.
So, William, all I got to say is tell those around you that you love, tell everybody around you goodbye. Because by the time all this is said and done, you will be sitting in prison for a very long time. And I mean a very long time. Thanks to a good friend of mine, I know where you live, and soon the police will be knocking at your door. So, you may as well enjoy your freedom while you have it. Your freedom's about to run out very fucking soon. You might want to enjoy your freedom while it lasts. Because here very, very soon, and I'm not saying when because I don't know when, but all I know is that here very soon, your freedom, bye-bye.
Personally, I never really thought it was that scary of a threat when people were like, I know where you live. It's like, okay, buddy, I mean, I live in a state where the castle doctrine's a thing, and honestly, brother, I live kind of far out in the boonies. So if you really want to come and, you know, mess with me, spend all them months in the gym, getting all swole, taking all them karate lessons to learn how to fight just to meet my 45. Shoot, must be a bad day for you, buddy. Never a bad day for me. Cyraxx seems to think that everybody in the world is as scary as he is. They're all scared that people will find out where they live and come to them. And you know, Cyraxx, if you've done nothing wrong, you have nothing to worry about. It seems like you're worried about a lot of things, a lot of karma coming to reap its justice on you. And that's a lot more telling than I think you realize.
All because of your stupid decisions. Not to mention, NwordBoi's gonna end up getting arrested with you. And also, the US government is probably gonna end up working with Cuba to cut them a deal to have Marty hauled back here to the US so he can face charges for the shit that he's done. But that's on his end. You and NwordBoi, you two were on very thin ice. Very thin ice. Like I said, William, you think that you're untouchable? You can be touched and you will be touched by the police. And you think that you're stopping me from doing shit? Clearly you're not.
Oh, but clearly he is. Cyraxx, the content you've been able to put out recently is literally you putting your crappy little phone next to your crappy little TV playing something on your Game Boy. It's not real content. Nobody wants to see it. So, guess what? Willie G is entirely preventing you from doing ish as you said. So try again, Cyraxx. Try again. We'll see what happens here. If Willie G actually stops posting and suddenly gets thrown into the slammer, I guess we'll believe you, Cyraxx. But until then...
And if I was you, I'd start telling your loved ones goodbye now and preparing the news to them that you're gonna end up going to jail because of everything that you've done. So you might want to break it down to your family and let them know what's going on because you will be arrested. You will be facing charges. Me and my friends that I'm currently working with that actually work alongside law enforcement officers as a job have actually tracked you down. And guess what? They're going to be working with the police in your area, sending them every bit of evidence that I have, that my friends have, that everybody's gathered against you.
The saddest part about Cyraxx is that a lot of us actually know more about these things in life than he does, and as somebody who covers a bunch of true crime on my other channel, I can tell you right now, sitting here online, talking about all this evidence and all these people and all these things that are involved is only gonna hurt your case, Cyraxx. So even if all this was true, you're shooting yourself in the foot per usual because you don't know how to shut that little dilapidated hole you call a mouth. Anyways, let's finish this up. He's gonna rant a little bit more.
And you will face charges. You think I'm playing games, kid? This ain't a game, this is real life. You play stupid games, you win.
No, I didn't forget the bedbug jug, I'm waiting for it. Bedbug jug, bedbug jug. I'ma need that shit. Run me that shit.